mercy. And God, you said you love to hear us cry. Make our request made known unto you. And you said the God who is able, the God of peace, with God that surpasses all human understanding, able to keep your hearts and your mind. And when sometimes we have situation, God, we think it's no one cares and no one listens. God, you always listen. You're the silent listener to every conversation. You're there this morning. Help people to know that you just like a prayer away. And sometimes you said, be still and know that I am God. I'll be exalted among the nation. I'll be exalted among the people. So God help us to pressing this morning. Say, ask and you shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and keep on knocking. Sometimes we come once, we say, Lord, help us in this situation. And sometimes we turn our backs and we forget to keep on pressing in. But you continue us pray until something happens. And God, I pray this morning somebody might be at the point of their need. And they might still have been asking God for this so many times. But God, sometimes it's about to break through. Don't give up your faith. Don't cast your faith aside. Don't give up of that situation. There might be a mother who been crying out for their children to see situation turn around in your life this morning. God is able. Just keep trusting, just keep pressing in this morning. Those who might need a financial breakthrough this morning, Lord, minister in some way you don't know. Use others, Lord. And God, there's so many ways we see you work in just still small voice. Even but through the wind, even through creation, you speak to us. Because you say this heaven declare your glory and the earth showed forth your handiwork. This morning, God, cover this morning our families, Lord. Cover our children, Lord, even as they go out. Many of them are going out as sheep, as lamb among the wolves, those who like to bully and take advantage of our children and do things to them that sometimes cause them to react sometimes in ways they don't really understand. But God, this morning, be their protector, be their shield, be their buckler, be their strong tower. Help them to know that they can call upon you even when situation press them down, peer pressure, and so many things that are confronting them in the schools. We're the teachers, we're the principals, so they give them the heart of a mother, and you could hear the cry among the teachers that some of them are ready to get out of it because it is so tough, it is so difficult. But God, you put them there for a reason, for a purpose, and I pray that they will draw their strength from day to day and depend upon you, God, to be the hands, the feet, the heart that will touch and turn this children's life around. Oh God, I pray for a mother's heart and a father's heart, oh God. Father God, I pray today that you will lead our children, you will guide them, and you will protect them, Lord. If you are covering up to our child and state, Lord, those in Carriacou, Lord, those in City Martinique, and in the Grenadines Islands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and even in the north that are displaced, God, we continue to cry out for you to help and to minister, Lord, and to meet every need. Oh God, don't get them more than they could bear, Father God. As we see the rains came so much yesterday, Lord, I know what it is to be in that this uncomfortable position because when my roof went and I was there for about a couple months before I could able to restore it, and it was a difficult time. Every time you hear that rain, it was like it was nerve wracking, God. And I pray in the mighty name of Jesus this morning, they'd have faith, and in God you'll provide, you'll meet every need today. And God, I pray that things would be in a better position. We give you thanks and we give you praise for what you're going to do, Lord, in your mercies. Have mercy upon us. In your compassion, look down on us, Lord. And we do not deserve it, but God, because you are good and you are kind, we can look towards you hill because our help coming from you, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Bless Mr. Donald today, even as he deliberates on this program. Continue to bless Real FM and cause it to be a beacon here in the north. Continue to bless it that it will have business that will support it, Lord. And God, that station will just go forward in the name of Jesus. We pray with thanksgiving. Amen and amen.
Amen, and good morning to you, and good morning to your husband, and good morning to your daughter. Good morning to the dog in the yard, the cat, wherever it is. If you had chickens there, good morning to the chickens, and good morning,
I
everyone.
don't have no animals,
Uh, you do have
only
animals?
trees.
Only trees?
No,
Uh-oh. Good morning to you.
I
How
have
are you, my
animals
dear?
that I do not own, but other person's animal come and look after my place.
I hear you. Is everything good?
Yeah, so bless you to you. Yeah, so
Yeah.
far
All
doing
right.
okay.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm
And
good.
you?
Thanks. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
How the children?
Uh, honestly, um, oh boy, you know I speak truth to you. I have not spoken to my son for about a month.
Oh,
I have not spoken to my daughter for about 2 weeks. 2, 3 weeks, yeah.
Oh, oh, okay.
It happens like that
Yeah,
sometimes. You know, you're in
yeah, I
contact,
get
but
you.
you're
See,
not in contact. Yeah. So, I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't say, oh, they're nice and they go, no, no, no. I know that they're fine. I have not spoken
okay.
to either one. I know they last spoke to each other would have been last Friday. I think
Mm-hmm.
he had to drop off at the airport so she could head back to Barbados. But because she
Okay,
was in New York for a couple of weeks, I know that much. I know that they spoke to each other. But
okay.
in
That's
relation to
nice.
they didn't speak to their father. They might drop me. I right now I think I'll go in on Amazon or go on eBay and look for 2 children. I'll go and look for 2 children. So, and 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 he more than likely, let me see the time. Yeah, he's probably listening on his way from today's what? Today's Tuesday. Nah, he's probably home.
Tuesday.
Yeah, he went to work last
Mm-hmm.
night, so he's probably home. I don't know if he's listening, but yeah, he probably going on. He probably going
I
Amazon.
tried the Andrew if they're listening.
Yeah, he probably going in Amazon. He probably might go by Home Depot and look for a father. Right, right now we're talking. Anyway, take care of yourself. Yeah.
You too.
All
Have
right
a
then.
blessed day.
You too. Bye bye.
Thanks.
Grenada. Grenada. The black man thanks you. Hey. Hello and good morning to the posse. How you guys doing?
It's a hungry world out there.
I hope and pray and trust that you guys are doing fine this beautiful looking Tuesday morning.
To get our share.
11 minutes it is after the
Wolves in sheep clothing. Boats of prey.
hour of 7 o'clock.
Dumb and you.
Patsy Frank, you're the first to touch down this morning. Good morning to you, Patsy. You touched down. Wow, you're on there since what, 4 minutes before 7. At 7:02, Ivor Holas touched in. At that same time, Alban, Harris, and
You walking.
Skeeter Skerritt.
What you
Oh, Shirley Skerritt, sorry.
talking?
Am I saying Skeeter? Morning, Kate.
Yep.
Baby Daddy touched in at around 3 minutes after 7 o'clock. And he said, good morning, everyone. Press the likes, press the likes. Claude Abraham touched in around that same time, too. So too did Kristen Utley. Sherma Jeremiah, yeah, at 7:03 also. Miriam at 7:06.
I say we have to
Errol Bonaparte at 7:06.
meet the challenges.
Alban Harris, he messaged us again. He messaged again at 7:07. Deborah LeBaude
To move with care.
at 7:07.
Out there.
Jerome Lewis at 7:08. Barbara Henry also at 7:08. And then at 10 minutes after 7 o'clock, which is just about 3 minutes ago, Faithlin Halley Douglas. What's up, Faithlin? How you doing, girl? Faithlin, I saw you last week. Did I see you in today? I haven't seen you in a long time, but I believe I saw you last week in today.
You gotta be careful.
Blessings, Faithlin. Blessings to you.
Be careful, careful.
Yeah.
What you say?
Where you talk, what you say, how you do.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
If you're inside of Texas, good morning to you. Wherever you are in this beautiful universe that we live in,
Little room.
wherever you are.
Loneliness. 14.
A guy called me from Mars the other day. Let me see if I get the number. Yeah, if he said he was calling from Mars. Oh, just as I go for the number there, it wipe out. Just as I go for the number there, it wipe out. Oh, that number could just wipe out just now? I didn't really like that, man. Yeah, I was going for the Mars number. Yeah, it's a guy. He called what's it called? FaceTime. Yeah, that's what he used to call me from Mars. When? Yesterday. Oh, you didn't know that we get called some? Yeah, man. What's wrong with y'all? Don't know what's going on. Yeah. Martians. That's what they call them, Martians. Morning. Listen, this morning we have to get to 100 likes. And just let me let you all know. I find all the kind of TT vein and thing these other mornings, all ain't really happening and doing the thing properly. You understand? This morning, we have to get to 100 likes. Ensure that we get to 100 likes this morning. I know Mama Gizerman kind of thing this morning. So all those of you who know you're in hitting the likes and thing these days, come on, you know you could do better than that, yeah? You know, and you know you have to do better than that. Already the likes are what, just 17? Come on, I was thinking the like reach about 30 something. 81 of you viewing and only 17? No, come on. Come on. Either that or just hush and pack up and go home and just leave it dead air. Oh, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. I have an interview this morning. Just remember now. Have an interview this morning. Remember I told you I was going to have, on Tuesdays with a difference. That's what it is. Tuesdays with a difference. This morning, we have going to be with us is Noran Cox. Yeah. Senator Noran Cox. Yeah, not Nolan, N-O-R. Noran Cox. Yeah, he's going to be with us this morning. So, listen up for that. Round about 7:45 thereabouts. So, I have to know. So, we're going to work together this one. Yeah, I always like to work with you. So, you know what's happening. All right, so we are going to send him the link. All right, we must send him a link so that he can be able to join us when the time is right to join us. So right now I'm going to the keyboards, come here microphone so that people can hear me. And I'm going to type in his email address. No, I can't tell you. How I could tell you my email address? I can't do that. You're mad? So what's the man that wants you to know your email address? Probably you want you to know the other one, not this one. The other one is not the private one. Maybe, I don't know. You know, Angela said you already you want. No, Angela's a crazy guy. Anyway, so what I've done in the StreamYard, I've come up. So I'm going to send this email to him now. So when he's ready about maybe about 5 minutes before when he sits down and put himself together, he will link up and then I'll see him in the thingy. Yeah, so that's it. Sent. Send to him. I could send one to you, you know. If you want me to send one to you, just send me your email address and I send one to you. Okay, so we have 108 people listening or viewing. 32? 32? Am I for real? 32? Oh, come on. Stop it. Michelle, did you hit the like button? Charmaine, what's up with you? Did you hit the like button as yet, Charmaine? Oh, Pearl. Good morning to you, my dear. Kathleen Ledlow, top of the morning, dear Hottie. Charmaine Ragbasin, what's up with you? Come on, man. You missed out yesterday, not today. Better hit the like button. And Michelle Alexander, what's up with you? Oh, Michelle says she hit it already. You sure, Michelle? Michelle said, yes, I did. Okay, so Ragbasin hit it already too. All right. Come on, tell other people, hit the thing now, man. Let's see where we at. Andre, you getting kind of crazy this morning. Eh? 39. Listen, I'm going to do the weather. By the time I come back, if I ain't have 50 likes, there's something will happen. Eh? Something will happen between me and y'all. By the time I come back from the weather, we have to cross 50 likes. Stop this thing. What's wrong with y'all? 116 of you viewing. And come on, Beverly Cambridge, good morning to you. Hit the like, Beverly.
Which direction you going? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Sponsor of many cultural activities within the trial state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Petit Matinee Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Antoine de Beauregard Enterprise, located in Grenville, St. Andrew, is seeking to fill the position of laboratory technician. The lab technician will be mainly responsible for supporting scientific research involving analytical work, tests, laboratory maintenance, and any other assignments delegated by the supervisor or scientist leading the product. Requirements include high school or vocational certificate of educational proficiency and familiarity with the use of a laboratory, knowledge of chemistry or general sciences, including the safe handling, use, and disposal of chemicals, basic mathematics knowledge of any other science subject would be an assist, must be able to work well with hands and work well with others, keen attention to detail, good writing and oral communication skills, must have a valid driver's license. Interested persons are encouraged to contact Antoine de Beauregard Enterprise on telephone number 442-6230 or 403-6230, or you can email us at info@antdbei.com for more information.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
50 years as an independent nation. Now that's a reason to celebrate. Bank on a bright future with Quad Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Aspire, build, and advance with 100% financing to buy land, purchase or build your home, or make those much-needed home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, low interest rates. And that's not all. 100% financing on brand new vehicles with 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you this year with special financing from Quad Bank. Apply today.
Welcome home.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say,
Keeping it tight this morning. 24 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. It's about that time again, friends, when we head on down to the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. And this morning we're going to say good morning to the brother.
It's a hungry
This morning, I think it is brother Fimber Frank. Good morning to you, Fimber Frank. How you doing? And talk to us.
Hey, good morning. I'm okay. Good morning to everyone locked on. It's a partly cloudy morning down here at the airport. Winds are blowing from east-southeast at 12 miles per hour. The pressure is lower than the mean. It's rising 11.7 millibars. Present temperature 28 degrees. Orange 86%. Maximum temperature here within the last day got up to 30.1. Minimum temperature last night 24.7. Please note all temperatures are in degrees Celsius. In terms of rain here within the last day, we had 35.3 millimeters. Hence for the month so far, total goes up to 39.8. But this is only for the airport. Now let's take a look at the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with some showers during the morning time here. And there is also just a low chance of some thunder showers, but by mid-afternoon into the evening, we should see far less clouds and fewer showers, so things should be clearing up from about mid-afternoon. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 31 degrees. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, but becoming near at times. Waves should get up to near 4 feet, hence seas will be slight to moderate. Tides are rising now, should be high near 8 o'clock, then low near midday. Sunset 6:10, sunrise on Wednesday 5:56. Just to recap the forecast, followed for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with some showers during the morning time and a low chance of some thunder showers. But by mid-afternoon into evening, we should see fewer clouds and fewer showers. Going into the night should be pretty good. That's it from my office. From my Frank.
Thank you very much, Fimba. But before you run off, Fimba, there's been some talk, a little bit of chatter about heat waves. Do you know anything about that?
Well, at this time of year, it's either a lot of rain or a lot of sun. So, yes, well, basically, what we term a heat wave is 2 or more days with the temperature crossing a threshold, right? So for us, here it is 32 degrees, right? So once we reach that for 2 or more days, back to back, then we are technically into a heat wave, right? The forecast, at least the outlook for this week into next week is going for a medium to high chance of the temperature getting above that, right? But as you see, we had a day of rain, and for the morning, the forecast goes for some rain too. So at least it wouldn't be like every single day, but at least at this time this week and next week, there's a medium to high chance of we getting some hot days, and they could be back to back as well.
32 and up.
32 and up. And keep in mind that it's just so the forecast temp, right? So if you in let's say you're in town and it's built up with a lot of buildings, then the temperature could actually be beyond that. But if you in the forest, like if you're in the bush, then it will definitely be lower. So that is just the average maximum temperature, but it could be above that or lower on any given day. So it's just forecast average.
All right. So your watchword would be make sure people keep water handy.
Yeah, I mean the every day, whether it's hot or not, we should drink water. A good bit too. But on the days that you know that it's hot, if it's very few clouds outside, light winds, hot sun. These are the days that it will be very hot. So how strong are the winds? How many clouds you're seeing, and what the temperature, what it feels like. Then gauge that, and just be cautious.
Okay. All right, Fimba, thank you very much for the heads up there. Thank you very much for valuable information, and I know that the listeners would have appreciated that. Thanks again, Fimba.
Okay, no problem.
All right, good.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Real 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Good morning. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissy.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissy.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissy. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Real FM is pleased to announce that our landline services have been restored. Persons wanting to contact the radio station can do so via 442-0975. For our on-air programs, 442-0175. WhatsApp numbers for the radio station would be 442-0975 and on-air would be 442-0175. For persons wanting to contact the radio station via cell phone, that number would be 406-6188. Real FM thanks you for your patience and understanding. We regrettably inform you that our 91.9 FM frequency is still, however, off air. We are working expeditiously to have this issue resolved.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg Debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. Tune in.
$7:33. That's our time.
What you say? When you talk.
Charmaine Ragberson. What do you say now, Charmaine?
When you talk.
Okay, so let's go back right. Well, Goddess Bella checked in, yeah. And who also checked? Let me see who checked in. Anastasia Patterson. She checked in. Cynthia Bartholomew. How you doing, Cynthia? You in Caracou still, Cynthia? You go back in Baltimore, girl? Up to you?
To get a share.
Go back where you come on? Up to you?
Sheep clothing. Boats of prey waiting to swoop.
Yeah, don't forget the likes, friends. I must say that we got into 55, eh? Let me see. We probably crossed 55 already, you know.
You got
it? Do some double check. Oh, 56. Yvonne Roberts, good morning to you.
Gotta be careful.
And of course, you know that Charmaine is always concerned about the folks in Carriacou and PD Martinique, and how they doing, how they coping. Every time it rains in Grenada, you know, you shudder to think what's happening in Carriacou.
You gotta be careful, careful.
Government, please do something now, man. All you gonna let me get pneumonia and thing and dead? What's wrong with all you? Like water, you know. Water and hot sun don't really mix, you know. Not like that. They're fretting people now, man. Stop that now.
I say we have.
Okay, friends. Remember I did tell you, right, that I'll be having a special guest this morning. Yeah, I did tell you that I was having a special guest this morning. And I made contact, yes. Well, I made contact before, but yesterday I was able to confirm. And yeah, he confirmed that he's going to be on. And I said to him, okay, fine, I'll send you the link and whatever. And I've never had this before. I send the link. And by the time I send the link, bam, the man checking. It's like he's there and he's ready and he's waiting. I'm like, wow, a little bit too quick for me, but hey, as they say, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. So already we have, I can see him, and he looks like he's reading something and he's done scratching something and making sure that his eyebrows good and thing. And watching him there, and he's going to smile now. He's going to watch the camera and he's going to smile. Let me see if he can watch the camera and smile. Not like him, but yeah, man, he watches the camera and he smile. All right, so good morning, sir. I see you there. I'm ready for you. We're going to take one more commercial break and then we're coming straight to you. All right, this is real. This is 91.9.
More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize.
It's real. Happy radio. Happy Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for choosing us.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Senator.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Senator.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression.
Express your style with color by Sissons.
Still thinking of ways to win bigger in NLA games? Well, think no more. The NLA has boosted your chances of winning bigger by adding Multi-X to Daily Pick 3. Yes, folks, now you can add Multi-X, the winnings multiplier, to Daily Pick 3 and Playway for more chances of winning bigger. For a limited time only, the 7X multiplier continues to be added to Multi-X. Picture adding Multi-X to your Daily Pick 3 $10 inline bet for chances to win $38,500 instead of $5,500, and your Playway $10 bet for chances to win $1,680 instead of $240. Increase your winnings by Multi-X times more. Play smart, add Multi-X, and win bigger. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Again, good morning, folks. Yeah, we ain't sticking with wasting no time. It's another beautiful day inside the Sweet Spice country.
Where you walk, what you say.
So pleased and so happy I am to be with you for yet another morning, for yet another day. To you, I pledge my respect, I pledge my love, unwavering support to you always.
Out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
Sheldon Sylvester, nice to know you're there. And just let me let you know this, folks. As I indicated to you, I'll be speaking to Senator Noran Cox. He's the leader of the opposition's business, or the leader of the opposition in the Senate, all right? He's the one who controls everything, but basically, really opposition in the Senate. And did indicate to you that I'll be speaking to him this morning. But what also is, those of you who would want to, you can send a question to the YouTube channel. You can send a question there, or you can WhatsApp your questions to 4420175, and then I'll read them out for you. All right, that is how we will be able to do it this morning. And I hope and pray that you will be sending your questions, but at least wait for us to indicate that you should start sending your questions at that particular time. All right. Now, you've heard about him. I don't know how much you know about him. Do I know a lot about him? Not necessarily. I don't know a lot about him. I know about him. I know he's from Carriacou. I know he's a member of the New National Party. I know that he's a senator. And I also know that at the next election, he's going to win the seat in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. All right? He's going to win that seat at the next election. But if you don't believe me and all that I know, let me add him to the conversation and say good morning to Senator Noran Cox. Senator, good morning to you. How are you this morning, sir?
Good morning, Andre. I hope you hear clearly.
Yes, I think I'm hearing you clearly. I hope I'm having no and may you say good morning again so I can do some adjustment to my levels here.
Okay, so pleasant morning, Andre, and pleasant morning to your viewers and your listeners.
All right.
It's a pleasure to be on.
Nice to have you. I think we've got you there. If there are any problems, then folks would send me messages and let me know that there are problems, and then I will try to do my best in terms of doing whatever adjustment. Senator Noran Cox from Carriacou, and I must, of course, add Petite Martinique too. I start the conversation with you this morning to give the people of Grenada, and whenever I say Grenada, please understand, sir, that I'm speaking Grenada, Carriacou, and PD Martinique, but it's easier for us to just say Grenada here. To give people of Grenada an opportunity to get to know Senator Noran Cox a little bit more. So let's start. We've had the hurricane, yes. So which school did the hurricane damage that you are closest to? Meaning, which primary school did you go to and secondary school did you go to in Carriacou? Which primary school, secondary school? What was it?
Well, yes. Well, I went to Dover Model School. I'm basically a stone throw away. I was raised. My mom home was just a stone throw away from the Dover Government School. Well, at one time it was the Dover Model School, and then it changed to the Dover Government School. Yeah. So that school was totally demolished. Yeah.
That was totally demolished.
It's totally demolished. That school. I want to believe we were having conversations with persons to find out the age of the school. That school probably, I think, maybe about 80 years old. That school is probably about 80 years old. Yeah, so for a lot of persons, that school meant a lot to them. A lot of persons passed through the Dover Government School. So it's something. Somebody I was speaking to. Someone I think about 2 weeks ago, and they told me when they saw the pictures, the videos of Dover School in particular, tears came to their eyes. They were very moved to see that the school was totally demolished. Yeah.
All right. Now, you primary school, secondary school, and then did you go on to TAMCC?
Yes, I was at TAMCC at the agriculture section. I also agriculture is one of my main area competencies. I worked in the Ministry of Agriculture for about 15 years. Yeah, as started as an agriculture instructor, and then ended up doing animal health assistant, veterinary work. Yeah, so I did that for quite some time, and then I moved to the Princess Royal Hospital, where I stayed there for a couple of years. I was the health services administrator for the Princess Royal Hospital, so managing the day-to-day operation of the Princess Royal Hospital. That was a very interesting and wonderful experience. Great staff, a lot of partnership, a lot of cooperation with persons, businesses. So that was exciting, and I think my time there, what I was doing, and the successes kind of led me to where I am. So I left the Ministry of Health and found my way into the Parliament, and that's where I've been since. So I did like 17 years or so in the public service, and the rest is within the realms of the Parliament.
No, it wouldn't be strange now that you said that to us, and that's why we need to know you, because it wouldn't be strange if when your party wins the election and the next thing the people hear, that parliamentary representative for the islands of Carriacou and PD Martinique is now the Minister for Agriculture. That is not going to be strange to us right now, because before it would have been agriculture. Oh, are you doing agriculture? What do you know about that? now we're knowing that, of course, agriculture, as you say, is your first love. Yeah? Hello? Oh, we seem to have had a freeze day in that in the internet seems to have frozen. No, not ours. It would be his that would have frozen there. And okay.
Yeah, sorry, it's the internet on my end. Yeah.
Yeah, the internet on your end. So I was saying it wouldn't be a surprise to us now if you get placed in agriculture. We'll know that he could handle that. You could handle agriculture.
Well, I have always been open to serving in any capacity. As you know, after the elections in 2017, 2018, sorry, um, I became the Minister for Youth, Sports and Culture. And thereafter, I was the Minister for Infrastructure Development, Public Utilities, Transport, and Implementation. So anywhere that my country requires me or the government of the day requires me, yeah, I definitely was happy to serve, and do my best as I always do. Yeah.
Most definitely. Now, Senator, what has happened to Karaku is unimaginable. I dare say to me, and the devastation that your islands, both Karaku and PD Martinique, would have seen in relation to Hurricane Beryl. But I want you to take our listeners, though it's been a month, 2 months gone since the hurricane, I want you to take our listeners through, in a nutshell, as to what you went through on that day, the 1st of July. What did you go through?
Well, as normal, I mean, I was somewhat prepared to some extent, not as fully as I would have liked to, but because, I have my mom to look after, business to look after, it was a little bit of scouring within the last, let's say, 48 hours, trying to, and I have my own home to look after as well. So it wasn't, as I say, it wasn't really unfamiliar in terms of preparation for me. One of the things that I did, I think Sunday morning, when I woke and I looked at everything and confirmed and was certain that we are going to be significantly impacted, I started calling a lot of people. I started calling friends, even contacted government officials, to encourage them, to advise them on some of the things that I think they should be doing, because it was going to be a dangerous hurricane, and which it turned out to be. Called a few people, well, persons who I could have got, because you're just scampering like that. It's not the best time for results, but I did the best that I can in terms of getting persons, and then I think I put all my family together, and then we went at a singular location where my mom and my kids, my other brother, we ride out the storm in the downstairs of one of my uncle's house. So I left my house, and I also took my mom out of her house. And so and we all one place, because in those times it's important to be as close to loved ones as possible, because if something were to happen, remember, you can't really move. They can't really move as you want to. So sometimes for us, we thought that it was best that we all be together. So we could just look after each other in the best way possible during that. So I mean, it was, as I say, it's not really unfamiliar for me. I think fortunate for each and every one of us, it occurred during the course of the day. My kids, it was their first experience, so they were a bit rattled. Some of them were crying, and so it was a difficult time for them. I think they got a bit more scared when, after the passage of the eye, when we ran out, there were some neighbors we had to literally heist. One of our neighbors who is not so mobile, we had to literally heist her from a home and bring her to where we were, and other members, when they see the influx of other neighbors coming in, and then we all gathered in a little bathroom to see out the last portion of the storm. I think that is when they realized how dangerous it was, and so they were a little bit rattled when it came to that. Yeah. So unfortunately, I think during the part of it, I think there are two persons who lost their lives. That is pretty sad, and continue to extend condolences to those families. But the aftermath is where we really heavy for everyone to carry. The damage, the loss, it's a whole lot. It's very emotional. I'm certain that a number of persons on the land who were significantly impacted from Ivan can speak to those experiences. So it's really tough for a lot of people. It's very tough. Living in Carriacou right now, it requires a resilient mind and commitment and love for Carriacou. While some persons had to leave for either for job reasons or for schooling for the kids, there are also persons who just lost their home. A number of persons who are from overseas and have vacations home here, they just pick up and went back, to their resident country, and so another person left for different reasons, and we understand that. But we continue to call. I continue to call and ask persons to continue to have confidence in Carriacou, not only just to come back to reside here, but also to invest in Carriacou, to come back and to repair your home wherever possible once you can do it, and to kind of bring Carriacou back to make it what it used to be. Even if it is a different ways of, but to bring back that beautifulness of Carriacou in terms of having our infrastructure and having persons move about and businesses thriving as it was a few months ago.
I'm asking you now to describe in 3 sentences the destruction that took place in Carriacou, PD Martinique. Can you?
What I can see is that persons have lost, most persons, almost every household have been impacted in some way or the other. Even if you didn't lose your roof, you would have lost windows, you'd have had other damages. So every home has been impacted. Persons are struggling to come back as best as they can. And businesses, some businesses have been damaged significantly. Some businesses are coming back. What you see happening is persons trying the best, and I must commend the people trying the best to see how they can recover from that impact. So houses, a lot of houses are damaged, a lot of houses. In terms of, if you want to get a snapshot in terms of where we're at, if you have, let's say, for example, about 100 homes in Carriacou who were connected to the grid previously, we probably have like a third of that connected right now and growing. So that gives a sense as to where we are and what has really happened to Carriacou and PD Martinique in particular. PD Martinique also has been hit very, very, very hard.
Let us look at the recovery. What is taking place now in relation to the recovery, Senator?
Just before I go on, just to add, and sometimes we forget our fishing community. They have been hit very hard too as well. A lot of boats have been damaged. Some boats are missing. Some boats are gone. Some boats sank. So it's a sector that has been hit very hard too as well. I know both Carriacou and PD Martinique are fishing communities as well. So they have been significantly impacted. In terms of the recovery, well, as you know, it's a 3-phase process where you have relief just after the hurricane, you have recovery, and of course rebuilding. So where we are right now, there are some persons who are rebuilding, who can afford to do so, and they are doing that to the best of their ability. In terms of recovery, there is cleanup taking place. A number of government have contracted a number of residents and as well to engage in cleanup. So that is ongoing. That is going pretty okay, and I must commend the government for engaging local persons to help in terms of them being able to get some income to create some economic activities, economic livelihood for persons during this difficult time, as a number of persons would have lost their jobs. So that is a good thing. In terms of the cleanup also, I think maybe one of the the issues or challenges, or maybe one of the decisions that have not gone down well, is the placement, where the location, the sites where they have been storing the waste, which is on, I think, number three of the recreation grounds, playing fields. So that is a big issue for persons, and I think persons felt wasn't a good site. So that decision is something that government, they are trying to see how they can correct that. But those playing fields are uh, significantly damaged. It's going to take millions of dollars to have them restored. I think that there was a better opportunity for government to clear area of the dumpies, in proximity of the dumpies landfill, and have the materials dumped there. And there'll be a good opportunity now in this recovery for residents, for persons to use the playing fields for recreation and other things during these difficult times, to heal emotionally and other things like that. So that was I believe, not a very good approach in terms of the whole cleanup process. Uh, so that is one of the things that I wanted to highlight, because it's a concern for residents. It's an issue, and I think as a responsible opposition, you have to highlight that and bring those awareness to the government in particular, so they can take remedial actions. Um, we had a lot of stories, Andre, when you have this relief and a lot of stuff to give out, but a lot of stories of pilfering, and so seem to be some issues in terms of managing the relief effort. But all in all, I'm in fairness to the government, while the intention of NAMA and the ministry and the government is to try to reach everybody as possible. That did not happen in the best way. I think so. That in itself was a challenge. A number of persons were not able to access some of the relief materials, and so it created some issues, a lot of issues for persons. And so it is something. It's a kind of sore area for some persons in terms of how it was handled. And you have seen, comments on social media, persons being scolded for water and things like that. So so it's a bit unfortunate. And Andrew, let's be honest, as human beings, if you have to be scolded publicly for supplies that have been donated, there is a strong likelihood that persons are going to be reluctant to try to access those thereafter, for the fear of them being also being ridiculed publicly as well. So that is something that I hear that they have to improve on, so that persons can work with them. Persons can work with them to ensure that there is a smooth release process. I noticed that the main fish center in Hillsborough has resumed. I did raise that as a concern, and I think on Sheldon program a couple of weeks ago, but to have the fish market open so that fishermen can come, to apply the trade. I think that. So I noticed that the fish center is open. So I want to commend them for getting that going. And all in all, as I said, there are going to be challenges. There are going to be missteps. But some of it could be avoided, because sometimes you just have to listen. You just have to listen, and also consult with the relevant stakeholders, who may be able to better guide the ministry and the government in terms of how those decisions are impacting them and how best to implement them. So those are some of the things that is happening.
All right, let's take a look at the health sector and give us an idea of what has been happening, from the medical centers to the hospital. What do you know? What has been taking place?
Okay. Well, the health on the health side has been somewhat stable for me, from what I understand and from what I observed. I've been in contact with some of the doctors as well, just to get a sense of how things are going with some of the nurses. And so it has been quite stable. So what you have, because the main hospital is still under repairs. I think the roof was just replaced. That's just the major part, but the first phase. And so there will be a lot of work in terms of cleaning and getting other auxiliary services back up and running. And so they are operating from the Hillsborough Health Center. And there's also the other health centers. They do operate during the course of the week. I think not every day, but they do open a few days in the week to accommodate persons who have to do refills for medication and things like that. So Health on the health side, it has been pretty stable, but no major work in terms of repairs on the health centers, just the hospital thus far. So that is what I have observed.
And let's move now as we go to health. School has just been reopened. What has taken place in Karaku as it relates to education? What has taken place?
Well, there were a number of meetings prior to the reopening of school, the scheduled reopening of school. And it was clear that based on reports coming out from those meetings that school was not going to be ready for the scheduled reopening of school. Um, However, I have made some recommendations time and time again as to a phased reopening of the school, how it could be done. Um, but we haven't really heard anything from Ministry of Education or the Ministry of Carrico on a definitive approach as to how school is going to be reopened or when. So there is no time frame as yet announced. So with that uncertainty, with that lack of information, a number of parents revert to having their kids transfer for those who could afford to do so, especially for the kids who are in Form 4, Form 5, and getting ready for CSEC and things like that. So they have chosen to transfer the kids to mainland, to other schools on the mainland. So that is what has happened. So I think it's a major weakness on the Ministry of Education part, and I did communicate that to my colleague in the Senate. I did express my dissatisfaction with how the Ministry of Education handled the reopening aspect. In the context that you have a situation where Carrico is impacted significantly. And so I think that there was an opportunity to approach Carrico differently, separating apart from the entire nation, where special attention in terms of communication, in terms of approach to how Carrico is going to be handled, should have been communicated. I think, as a parent, I haven't heard anything. Just a couple of days before school, the schedule reopening school, the minister came and he said that school would not be opening Carrico, and they'll wait for another 2 weeks to see if it will open. And honestly, and nothing could be significantly achieved within 2 weeks in terms of reopening school, based on the damages to the schools, and based on that the fact that some of the schools are still occupied as shelters. So I don't know why, which I told him to, why say 2 weeks when you know it can't be achieved in 2 weeks. His response was that you have to aim for the stars, and you might hit the cloud. I don't know. I don't know. I think that there's a clear opportunity for persons to have high objectives. Set your goals high. There is nothing wrong with that. But what is the point setting unattainable goals? Why are you giving parents a false hope when you know to yourself it can't be achieved realistically? So I think you could set high goals, but set it within a realistic framework. I think nothing wrong with doing that. So that was my my challenge with it, and we had a strong exchange of words in terms of debating that particular issue in the parliament. And I feel strongly about it, knowing the importance of education, especially having kids engaged around this time after coming through such a difficult period experience with the hurricane. So it's within that context I was really hoping that some form of schooling would have commenced, meaning that you could have started with the grade 5 and the grade 6, where possible. Probably not all the schools, because in the case of Dover, it will require more. Maybe you have to have an outdoor tent to find another location for the school. In the case of the secondary schools, they start with the Form 4s and the Form 5s. Work is ongoing right now on the Hillsborough Secondary School. I think the Guyana Defense Force is doing some repair work there, and they're doing some repair work on the ministry, some repair work on the administrative building in Hillsborough. And there's also some work on Bishop's College and Hillsborough Primary School going on the roof work. But there is a lot more that will be required for school to actually reopen. In some cases, a lot of stuff within the schools have been damaged, so it's going to take some effort. I know, looking at the supplemental, there have been.
Before we get into the supplementals, there, what do you think your an administration that you were part of, what would you have done different in relation to schools?
Well, as I said, one, I would have engaged parents in a wider cross section. I think what was done, there was an engagement with health officials, not health, but education officials. But there should have been an opportunity for parents parents and guardians to be engaged. It could have been via Zoom or something. If you don't have a big enough space, minister could have shared an open link where persons could have come on, and you're here, get a feedback, you raise some of the challenges that you might have, some of the things that you have to do. What is the plan? And that is what is missing, Andrew. There is no evidence of any plan. There is this great uncertainty of what is happening, and then when myself or other persons speak about a particular issue, you might see a post on social media, oh, this start, or this is going to start. But people do not know what is the plan. People need to know. As parents, you need to know. If you say, look, we are looking to have school reopen, say, in the first week of November, second week of November. These are the things that we have to achieve. These are the things that we are working on, and we hope that we can get this done. 10 schools are going to be open, or 5 schools are going to be open, or these classes are going to be ready. That is what we're going to start with. Some form of communication should come, but that is not happening. So I believe that what I would have done is to have that conversation with parents to agree on a plan for reopening schools. 2, aggressive work, as the same aggressive work. If school is a priority, there's an opportunity for the government to engage persons to speedily work on 1 or 2 schools. If you want to just do the classes as I indicated, I would have started with a phase reopening. I think that would have been the best approach, especially for those critical students in critical classes, like grade 5, grade 6, from 4s to from 5s. We could start with that for this term, and come January, we see the other classes coming to opening. I think that would have been a very good approach. I think I would have really gave the government kudos if they could have been able to pull that up. They had enough time, they had ample time to do that. But as I said, it's just the lack of the coordination and planning. And I think I understand why it didn't happen, because you see, you have to be proactive in your approach like this and not reactive. So a lot of what was happening was more reaction. If somebody complained about this here, they run there. They run so they're out of fire, so they're out of fire, so somebody complained about something, that they put some measure there, they put some. So it was more reactive, and so still giving the benefit of the doubt. It's just that you have a situation where that person who calling to respond to something like this, they don't have the experience, most experience in government as well. The parliamentary rep is new to governance and working with that large amount of people as well, managing that large amount of people. So you find that may have been a challenge for him in that regard. And so that's why you see some of the decisions that are taking place, some of it that are not quite in line with what should happen.
So in essence, what I'm gathering from what you just said, sir, in a nutshell, is that there is no collaboration between the government and the citizens that they're supposed to be working with and for.
Well, I won't say that there is no collaboration, but there have not been a targeted or dedicated collaboration on or discussion on education. Not to my knowledge. I stand corrected, but not to my recollection. I do know that they had 2 or 3 meetings with the business community to discuss business reactivation and some of the government measures, fiscal measures to ease the burden as they indicated. And that is something that we can talk about too as well. I really want to elaborate on that and some of the weaknesses of it and the impact or non-impact that it is having currently.
All right, let's look at the roads in Carriacou. Have the roads been damaged really, really bad?
Not really. Not really. I think there was one area where there was a significant slide that is going up to 16 corner. I think that road would have perhaps should have already been cleared. But no major damages to our roads. No major damages to our roads. Even though those on the coastline, we had some significant erosion, but no major damage. What we had and continue to be the main issue affecting Caraquans right now, affecting people right now, is housing, and I'll go more into it as to why it is critical.
That was my next question, and this question is simply like this: housing. Talk to me.
Well, as you know, both Pilimatic and Caracal is significantly damaged, as is some of St. Patrick's as well. St. Mark's have been damaging where housing is concerned. And when I speak about this, I often say, look, the reason why it is the most important factor, not just house, but housing, and also including the roof in particular right now, getting the roofs back on. But so I indicate that that is not in the context of putting pressure on the government to say, well, oh, it's just 2 months, give the government time. I'm making that request and I'm raising that awareness in the context of how we carry on Pitimatnik, how we live. We normally harvest water for potable purposes, for domestic purposes. That is how we catch water. Pitimatnik do have the desalination plant. Carriacou do have a desalination plant, but there are limitations, and persons are accustomed catching water from the roof. So we just come from a brutal dry season. Water supply is low. So dry season just ended in June. They're about May, June, thereabout. And then on the 1st of July, the hurricane came, all roofs went. So what is happening now, Andre, our water supply, a significant majority of person's water supply is depleted and there is no roof to replenish those storage. What you have coming in the next few months, you have a dry season coming January. And that is where the challenge is going to be. So it is really, really important that government moves speedily, some way, to have roofs, much roof as possible, back on between now and the end of the rainy season so that persons can catch water to help with the demand when the dry season comes. And that is the main crux of the matter. The issue is that the people are struggling right now for water in the rainy season, and there are water shortages because there is no way of collecting water for storage and water for use. That is
So
the,
what
the, the real.
you're saying there in essence, Senator, is that while we do have a crisis on our hand in that people do not have roof over their heads and people are being they're being asked to operate in these kind of conditions, we are looking down the road at a serious shortage of water problem, a water
That is
shortage.
what I am saying. Yes,
We're
that is
looking
what
at
I'm
that.
saying. Yeah, but even as we speak now, Nawasa is actually transporting water on a daily basis. We in the rainy season. So it tells you, if Nawasa is currently dropping off water, because one of the recommendations that I did give is that we look at having satellite locations where water can be dropped off in various communities and persons can go and get with buckets or bottles, whatever the case may be. So it appears that they are doing that. Nawasa is doing that currently. So they are dropping water at different locations every other day or every day, where whatever the demand requires. Now I'm telling you, when the dry season comes, that demand is going to go up because persons who have water now, more than likely in some cases, would not have by dry season time. So demand for more water will continue to increase. And so the only how that can be eased is if more roofs can go on now for persons who have storage so that water can be harvested between now and the end of the rainy season to help ease the pressure, because that is a major concern.
But do you see
That,
an
and that's the
urgency?
real
Do
issue.
you see an urgency, sir, in that direction? Meaning in the erection or the putting back of roofs so that people can, one, find shelter, proper shelter, and two, be able to collect the water. Do you see an urgency there?
Well, I have to say no. In fairness to the government, I don't know if that there is a plan that they are working on that we are not aware of. So until they say something definitive in that regard, then I have to say no. We do not see any urgency, and there is clear evidence in terms of the budgetary allocation that is not the case. So until I hear something definitive, then I could say, well, that is the case. Yes, there is an urgency for that, because what we have seen is alternative housing being issued or being requested or being offered and issued to persons, meaning suitable tents that is used for outdoor. Some persons have received that. But we haven't heard any concrete plan. I understand also that there is some non-governmental organization who has agreed to donate some houses for Carriacou residents. And so we'll get back to that too as well, because one of the challenges is the selection. We know that there is in terms of the fairness and who really need, who really need the support sometimes don't get it. And I do not really want to get into those issues, but I want to single that, and I'll explain to you why I see it as a concern, especially in terms of the supplemental and certain allocations. And let me give you a quick example. So the government made a decision to put $25 million in the fund in the GDP. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they indicated publicly that that fund is for both loan and grant. And that's it. Now, who is going to get the grant? Nobody knows. Well, I mean, you could indicate who is getting the grant. Some of the grant probably already been issued. Who is going to get the loan?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows. So when you leave that,
but then again, let's look, as you say that. Let's look at this. This is like, as you say, monkey trick, because you imagine you Senator, you put you as a person here. You built your house. You just built your house. You suffered severe damage. You did take a loan from the bank to build your house. Now the government is saying, hey, there's money in development bank, go there and get a loan to put back the roof or to whatever other damage. So
no, the loan is not for housing,
obligated to do it. Huh?
The loan is not for housing, the loan is for business.
Only for business?
Yes.
Only for business?
Only for business. Yes, only for business. It's for business reactivation.
Okay, so how are we? We're into the supplementals now.
Yes.
How are you? So if the loans are only for business, how then are you going to handle people who are supposed to be the ones going to purchase from the businesses?
We come right back to the previous question that you asked. Are there any indications that government is giving serious attention towards the housing as a priority? And there's a clear indication. You put $25 million for business. Also, remember on the education side, if parents have to be ready for school, their home situation also have to be in line so that they can be ready for school as well. So that again is an issue to show how important the housing aspect, the home aspect is so critical to have addressed to some degree, so that persons can feel that the degree of comfort so that they can go out and look. And I'll give an example. In my case, even as recently as yesterday, I was sweeping water at my business place, my place of business. Yeah, because I have water challenges there because downstairs a building, the roof went, and so we're working on trying to get the tap sorted out and things like that. So it's a challenge. And yesterday I'm quite certain that a number of persons had water issues during that heavy downpour. So while we need the rain because we want to catch water for the upcoming dry season, the rain itself is creating a problem for persons who are not properly housed at this moment. So it's a torture for people at this point in time, where that one of the greatest need is also one of the greatest discomfort. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
and you understand it when I make it. So that is life on Caracol right now. But persons are coping. We are coping as best as we can, and I encourage persons to welcome the rain as much as they can because we need water for everything to cook, to clean, to drink, and so that is the little inconvenience in terms of waiting here or there. We have to bear it uh, for the meantime until our situation changes.
You had
Yeah.
two projects. You had two projects going. You and your party had two projects going. One, you were bringing internet to different spots of the island at different times throughout the week, throughout the day, whatever you're bringing internet to different spots. And two, you were doing you're providing at least one hot meal, and also I know yeah, there's a third one. I think
Some
you
toilets,
are
yeah, yeah,
also doing the toilet facilities. Speak to us
yeah.
about that. Speak to us about that.
So we thought as a responsible opposition, and also for me as a Caracon, and being a leadership position, I think there is a clear opportunity for me to do as much as I can with whatever limited resources, with whatever limitations that I have. And so, with the support of the party, of course, and the political leader, we implemented the Wheels on Meals initiative, where we are doing hot meals. We are bringing meals to persons who were shut in, persons who were in need of a meal, and to complement other things that were taking place. And it was a wonderful initiative. We are still doing it. We have scaled down to some extent. We are doing more targeted households currently, and not every day. We're doing on staggered days. And so, because as conditions change on the ground, you adjust. Um, we had the portable toilet initiative, where we had at some of the shelters and we had at some critical areas, some critical communities where a lot of houses were damaged and so persons didn't have access to washroom facility. We had portable toilets placed there. So we had that for uh, probably about a little over a month, about a month and a half. And then we had those uh, washroom, we had to return them to Grader for Canada because the supply had a demand. So those toilets went back. We haven't restarted as yet. We are still assessing to see where the needs are, where the demands are. Maybe there may not be a need for the quantity that we had before, but less, but we're still assessing that. And we believe that support was a very important initiative, especially to create an environment where it's sanitary and things like, especially when, no washroom facility. Let's let our imagination wonder what will happen. So we are very proud of that. Um, the internet initiative was more target a particular area as one of the major network companies. Um, their service, especially in the north of the island, was not still not working. Still not working. So persons and internet is down. Through landline is down. So that there is none of that taking place right now. So that we did it for a limited time as well. And so, but you have more network coverage now. So persons are much better in terms of communication, being able to reach and speak to you. Like where I am right now, I'm basically um, feeding off a cell network. That is what is actually happening for us to speak. There is no dedicated Wi-Fi also in terms of landline and things like that. So that is still done. So just wanted to
How well received was
oh,
the toilet?
one more thing, Andrea. Just one more thing.
Yes.
I just wanted to also add. We also have been doing a lot of relief. We had done a lot of relief work. We gave out a number of supplies. Currently, we just received a significant shipment of relief supplies from the Canada diaspora. And I really want to express thanks and gratitude to them, and in particular to single out Kay Batis and her team up there who have been working to provide support to Karaku. So those items are being currently sorted and they are going to be distributed. I just spoke to the hospital yesterday, and we have a number of health supplies that will be donated to the hospital within this coming, I think tomorrow, we should be delivering to the Ministry of Health supplies that came with that shipment. So, I mean, we are doing our part to put it in local balance. We are not watching face. This is a time where everybody's impacted and we are helping everybody. And the fact is there, the results is there to show that we have not turned away, not a soul, we have not shunned anybody. We have supported and give every single Carrickwan who is in need of supplies wherever we can. We have given them. And some of the supplies are scheduled to go to Kitimatnik very soon as well to provide support up there as well. So we have been doing that and we hope to continue. We have given us a lot of water. We have done quite a bit. I'm really, really impressed based on our limitations, what we're able to do. Currently, I also have a number of adult pampers that was donated from the New York diaspora. Those I have at my pharmacy at a single location. So we just call persons to just come and collect. We have incontinent pads as well, pull-ups and pampers. So just persons who are in need, they can reach out to me, my daughter, reach out to any one of us, or just come at the pharmacy during our opening hours and just ask for what you want, and we give it away free. It's free of cost. Also, that is my personal approach in terms of supporting. I partnered with the business community where vouchers have been given out, and so some persons are receiving free supplies through my pharmacy as well. So through the partnership with the business community, they get the vouchers and they come and they collect the free medication. So that is some of the things that we have been doing. Just to also add for persons from Carrickwa also listening, we have just received some children pampers, and so by tomorrow they would be available at the pharmacy for persons.
Okay, we've had a drop in that internet service there. We believe it will be back shortly. Yeah, you're
You hear
back.
me?
We just
Yes.
had, yeah, we're back.
Yes.
We're back with you.
Right.
But
Yeah. So I'm just saying that we also have we also have Pampers, baby Pampers,
yeah.
as well available. I think by tomorrow they should be available at the store for persons to just come who in need and get supplies. And that is what we do. We, let's say, we do not watch face. This is a character and diplomatic response. We want to make sure that we help everybody who is in need as much as possible, and that is where we are right now.
Now, the interesting thing is that about a week ago, I was driving into the Monjaloo area, and I passed close to where NADMA has its new headquarters. The headquarters, I believe, that was built by your administration when you guys were in
Yes.
office. And I saw something which was rather disheartening, because while there was someone on social media banging on teachers for wanting water and for asking for water, there I saw in the yard, and nobody in telling me that, okay, fine, they were moving. They weren't moving. And why I say they weren't moving is that the gate was closed and there was no activity around. The gate was closed, and it was like about after 5 minutes to 6 in the evening. And there are about 7 to 8 pallets of water in the yard. And I was like, but hold on. We're making noise of water in Karaku, and here's water in the yard of NADMA at Monjaloo, the head office. And the water has, oh boy, we seem to have lost him there. Maybe he will do, well, not maybe, he'll definitely have to do so and link back in. Senator Cox, you'd have to link back in because your internet would have dropped, and that means you dropped right out. But I was speaking about, in Monjaloo, water in the yard. On social media, people being chastised about asking for water. So somebody can call Senator Cox and let him know that he needs to come back in again. Use the same link to come back in. It was just because your internet dropped out. So as a result of that, you also dropped out. This is Real, 91.9, 91.5, www.Real FM, Grenada Morning, Tuesday with a difference.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Some exciting news for you. JetBlue is thrilled to announce its new non-stop flight every Saturday from Grenada's Maurice Bishop International Airport to the vibrant city of Boston. Now you can embark on your Boston adventure without any layovers. JetBlue is making it easier than ever to explore this incredible destination. Whether you're visiting family or friends, exploring for the first time, or simply experiencing Boston life, JetBlue has you covered with a convenient non-stop flight, complete with comfortable seating, complimentary snacks, and an array of entertainment options. You'll arrive in Boston feeling relaxed and ready to explore. So now's the time. Visit jetblue.com to book your flight and bring Boston closer to Grenada. Let your adventure begin.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
Real FM is pleased to announce that our landline services have been restored. Persons wanting to contact the radio station can do so via 442-0975. For our on-air programs, 442-0175. WhatsApp numbers for the radio station would be 442-0975 and on-air would be 442-0175. For persons wanting to contact the radio station via cell phone, that number would be 406-6188. Real FM thanks you for your patience and understanding. We regrettably inform you that our 91.9 FM frequency is still, however, off air. We are working expeditiously to have this issue resolved.
Grenada, we're back, but this time we're gonna do it bigger and better. The Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture presents Grenada Festival of the Arts Phase 2. Come experience the thrill of the art forms including music, dance, theater, steel pan, choral speaking and choir for both schools and community groups. Registration is now open until the 28th of September. For more information, you can follow Grenadian Culture on Facebook and Instagram, or you can WhatsApp or call 533-6715. This is your opportunity to be a part of our diverse culture, so get registered today. Grenada Festival of the Arts Phase 2, pacing everyone on the road to excellence.
When the storms come, be ready with Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. Borrow up to $20,000 and protect your home this hurricane season. We're offering special loan financing to our members, covering essential storm-related needs. These include roof repairs, drainage, retaining walls, property insurance, tools and tanks, first aid supplies, hurricane emergency supplies, generators, solar equipment, and a whole lot more. With easy repayment and flexible terms, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is here to help you weather any storm. Secure your future today and visit Grenville Cooperative Credit Union and borrow with confidence.
It is real. It's 91. 91.5. Not 91.9. Not as yet. And I saw a call from an engineer yesterday. I need to get back to him sometime today. He has some information for me. I guess I gotta ring it out of him. So yeah. No, he's not back yet.
It's a hungry world out there.
I wish he was. I was really settling down and enjoying this.
To get our share.
But you heard it from Senator Cox. And I thought that he was being rather conservative. And I applaud him for that. And some would say that he is very humble, very, very humble. And he tapped the government to the back where they need to be tapped. And when he needed to expose them, he exposed them. The housing, terrible. And we're not understanding this. And while we continue, and I mean straight up here, the minister who's responsible for MIT and the minister Andy Williams, yeah? Is it Williams? Yeah, it is Williams. Minister Andy Williams, who's responsible for MIT and inadvertently has money in his budget for housing. And he's on social media. All right, he's on social media, and he continues to speak about when houses are going to come and when houses are going to come and when houses are going to come. Let's listen to this caller, and then I'll come back and tell you something. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm still with me on the phone call.
Yeah, that didn't happen yesterday because Rastafari had some things to do, and I get caught up. But don't worry, I'll link your code, Jack.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay, great.
Yes.
Good. All right, let's see, because I was trying to reach Senator back on his cell phone, and I'm still not able to do that. Let's see if we can continue the interview via the cell phone. So let's try again via the cell phone. Let's see what happens.
I'm sorry, but the person you have called is...
Yeah, so the service is down also via the cell phone. But if somebody's, I don't know if I'm having difficulty with, no, I don't think I'll be having difficulty with, let me try this manner and see what happens. All right, let's try it this way and see what happens. Yeah, let's try it this way and see what happens. So I'm trying to call him on WhatsApp here. However, it's giving me that call-in thing, which means that the internet is totally down in his area at this particular point in time. And the number that I'm supposed to call him on also can't get onto that number. Wow. Let's try again. We're going to try again. We're going to keep on.
But the person you have called...
Yeah. Well. We'll do that, after thing. Anyway, I was speaking to MIT and speaking about Minister Andy Williams. and the fact that I don't have a picture of it that I can put up right now. I don't have a picture of it that I can put up right now. But take a look, those of you who have the picture of the houses, the 3D houses that the minister is proposing. Now, when he said that, hey, that idea was an idea that came to him when he was on the airport and he spoke to an engineer, and why is it they can't build wooden houses with concrete, whatever. In any event, know this, learn this, and believe this, sir. The design of the houses that you put up, it's not going to work in Karakou. But as a matter of fact, it's not going to work anywhere else. And I'll tell you why it wouldn't work. Rainwater harvesting. Just think about that. Just think about rainwater harvesting, and then you'll understand. Let's take this caller and hear what this person has to say. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Andrew Donald. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Can you turn the volume of the device that you're listening on in the background? If you could turn the volume down on that, and then we can have a wonderful conversation.
It's good now?
Yes. Brilliant.
Oh, nice. So let me ask a question. What is the reason for GIS, Government Information Service?
Now you're asking me that.
Yeah. Because what we're seeing here now, there are a lot of people from the government side using this social media stuff, right? Everybody's saying just like it's a business on a normal day. Okay? I mean, what we have here now is a governance. You're governing a country, all right? Okay? You're a journalist. And you know what, as a government, even you have a press release, how this thing has to be said. Okay? How it has to be orchestrated. But if ministers trying to do whatever they want, what is the reason for you having GIS?
Okay, are you speaking to ministers using their social media pages to promote different things? Is that what you're speaking of? Hello? Is he gone?
For you having GIS.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing it. Yes, yes, I'm hearing it.
No, I did ask a question. Are you speaking to the fact that many of the ministers, they use their social media pages to promote stuff and not necessarily GIS?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah.
Well,
Yes,
I don't know. Well, let me put it this way. I am not going to say that they should not use their social media pages to promote whatever. However, there is a way that it should be done. And I am not going to sit here and give them the idea of how they should do it. That's for them to figure out. I'm just going to say that there is a way that it should be done. It should not be done the way that it's being done. If they can't figure it out, too bad. I am not here to give them advice.
Yeah. That is what I'm trying to say to you, Mr. Donner, is that there should be some more clarity. And that clarity should and must be done by expertise in GIS and then platform, okay? But before that, it should not be, because then you are actually indirectly undermining GIS. What do you need for GIS? Yeah? What do you need for GIS?
As I said to you, you can go on and talk, and I'm not going to say anything. But there are people who get paid to do this thing.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, but then you have a GIS.
Wow, you're breaking up rather badly.
From the government side, which you have to respect. Yeah, because I'm calling you on WhatsApp, so the internet, I don't know how it is.
Are you moving or are you standing?
So this is, yes.
You see, because once you move, then that is what is going to be the problem. If you stand where you have a
moving, I am moving.
Yeah, that moving is what is going to cause the problem, because we're defeating ourselves here now.
Okay, do you have a... Okay. Do you have a direct line I can call you on?
Sure, 4420175.
Thank you.
All right, great. It's real. It's 91.5. All right. And good morning to Sheldon Sylvester. What is Sheldon saying here again? Deacon Mitchell made an A.J. Williams a prime minister because A.J. can operate in all ministries. So he is prime. People should know what prime means. He's the main minister. Well, hey, I am, for the past 2 years, we've got a caller. Good morning.
Yes, Andre, it's me. I'm
Yeah,
on the line. Yeah.
we better
Okay,
there.
nice. So what I was trying to say that we must leave the space for GIS. Okay, for me personally, if anything has to come, then do it after. Because sometimes the information and the manner how you present it, as you are a media person, okay, you're not just going to be just doing and saying things. There's a professionality that you display, okay? Because what I have seen from then Mr. Jerry Romaine and others, there's a quality in journalism which is being put forward, and you see and things in a profound manner, which we're not seeing now. Yeah. So I think the ministers, all ministers across the board, they should take a bit more seriously of governance is concerned, and let's respect GIS and put proper people, if they are not there, to in that body to to make sure the releases and everything what you want to say comes out in a proper manner. I'm a bit disappointed with all this social media kind of stuff. I don't think so that's suitable for our day-to-day governance. I mean, there are people who is okay with it, but I am not okay with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Have a blessed morning, sir.
Thank you. Have a great day. Good. It's real. It's 91 4420175. That's our WhatsApp line. It's also the straight line that you can use. Good morning. Okay. Let's get rid of you. Let's see. Let's drop you. And let's see who else is going to call. We have someone else. Yes, I do believe. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, brother Andre. I'm doing good. Thanks. It's Casimir here.
Hi, Kashmir.
All right. Yes,
Is that Kashmir Thomas?
Yes, that's him.
And where are you calling from, Kashmir?
Wester Hall in St. David.
All right. Talk to me, bro.
Right. The question is, it's a simple question. I've been trying to get clarification on that for the longest while. The money that has been placed in the development bank for the rebuilding program, is that money from the insurance benefits from?
All right, so let's do this. I that was one of the things that I spoke to Senator Cox about, and he did indicate to me that the monies in development banks is for businesses, right, and not necessary for repairs to homes.
Right.
All right, but he did not, and neither did the government, and I don't know if they have to indicate, okay, fine, this money is from the insurance and this money is from wherever, because the money from the insurance will go into what is the consolidated funds, and then the cabinet will decide what they do with it and where they send it. They're not. Let us say that house damage, business damage, and church damage. The government is not obligated to send the monies to house, to businesses, or to the church. They decide where they send it to or where they put it.
Okay.
It's their judgment. Whether it's a good judgment or a bad judgment, they have to live with it.
I know. I understand. All right. Well, that cleared the thing, because I wanted to find out that.
Okay.
All right, my brother. Have a blessed day.
Thanks for calling again. Good catch.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. Real 91.5 www.realfmgrenada.com. Antonito, good morning. I know, boy, Antonito, you miss these days. You're not really with us these days simply because you picked up a new job, so you kind of just leave us out. Okay. All right. So we got another caller. Yeah. Morning.
Morning, Andrew.
Hey.
Andrew, this insurance money, as far as I learned, this insurance was mainly for
greater infrastructure. Like
So when you say Grenada infrastructure, what do you think infrastructure means? How do you interpret that word, infrastructure?
like schools, hospital, government buildings, road, bridges.
Oh, okay.
That was the insurance mainly for insurance money.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you had any bridges that were damaged. We definitely had schools damaged. We had our hospital in Karaku damaged, and medical centers in Karaku. All right. So schools, hospital, medical centers. What again?
Bridges, road.
Bridges. When I spoke to Minister Cox earlier on in our conversation, he did indicate that there was not much damage or none at all, basically just slides in 16 Corner area in Karaku. So bridges, no bridges damaged. So we're still back to schools, hospital, and what's the other one?
Well, any government building.
Government buildings. Well, government buildings would have suffered in Karaku, most definitely.
Yes. So that insurance money supposed to spend on that, but government have an obligation to help citizens fix their place.
Well, of course, government should be assisting people in terms of fixing their homes.
Yeah.
And of course, getting their businesses back up and running. They're obligated to do that, because if the businesses don't come back up, then you don't have anything to tax, and therefore you don't earn revenue. So if you help them to come back up, then you will be able to earn revenue. So it's a win-win situation. And if you're helping people fix their homes, which means that money's being spent and revenue can be earned by government. So it's all about, you see, I don't know if government realize that this thing is a win-win situation. The more money you put into this, the more money you'll get out of it. Because all the money, as the gamblers would say to you, all the money coming back in Jacquard's pocket.
Yeah.
Once
Andre,
yeah?
Well, Andre, something I want to, like my post, something I want to outline.
Mm-hmm.
Deacon Mitchell threw Kevin under the bus.
Oh, you feel?
Yes, because Kevin should have been using burial as a plus for him politically. And Deacon is not giving him a help. Like Deacon do one thing. Because look what's going on in Karaku. That should be a plus for Kevin, help people put on the roof. And Kevin now take the bait and go and commit political suicide by going on his social media page and cussing civil servant about water and building, about money bank. The young man commit political suicide. He will never really get in politics again. No way. Thank you, Andre.
Thank you, Bridget. One love. See, here's this, yeah? If you're a child, you do childish things. When you grow to be a man, you put away the childish things and you do manly things. What happened there with Minister Andrews, Tevin Andrews at that? It goes back to, and I'm going to paraphrase here, but Dr. Mitchell did make a statement in Parliament before the elections, and he spoke about, Caller, I'm coming to you. He spoke about the youthfulness and the inexperience. Well, not necessarily youthfulness, but inexperience of people. Because if you're young and you have the experience, Noran Cox is a young man. He's got the experience. Emmeline Pierre is a young woman. So too is Kate Lewis, young. Delma Thomas ain't that old, but she has experience, but she had good people around her. Now she has nobody good around her. Well, all hell break loose. She had good people around her so people could guide her. I mean, so when you really look at it, there was youthfulness within DNNP. There was youthfulness, and there is youthfulness. But there's guidance. And that is the problem with the National Democratic Congress at this time. Youthfulness, there's no guidance at all. Good morning to you on the WhatsApp. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning, Dre. How you doing?
I'm good for the time. Talk to me.
Yeah, Dre, a little concern. I heard you mention that you was driving. I want to talk about the bottled water that you saw. You
Okay,
said.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question before you say anything else, my brother. Do you have 5 minutes that you can spare? And I'll tell you why I ask you that. Because our time has moved on to 9 o'clock. I can stretch the program a bit, but I need to take the news.
No problem.
So do you want to hold on or do you want to call back?
I'll hold on.
Right. So listen to news while you hold on. So be educated. Listen to news while you hold on. That I know in your mind you're saying, that guy. Yeah, that's what you're saying in your mind there. Anyway, hold on, stay right there. This is real.
Yeah.
91.9, no, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Yeah, Collins, listen to news, brother.
Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update as produced by Triple N. The details when I return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company. A family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back locally. Grenada's poultry industry is poised for a major transformation as the national poultry policy, originally drafted in 2017, has been revised and approved by Cabinet. The policy guarantees a 40% market share for local poultry producers, which means that small-scale poultry farmers across the island who are part of the Grenada Association of Poultry Producers will need to ramp up their production to meet demand. In the region in Antigua and Barbuda, the Antigua Public Utilities Authority is grappling with issues caused by rapidly growing vegetation running through power lines and is therefore making an urgent appeal for cooperation from the public as they address this problem. The utilities provider has been ramping up its tree trimming and pruning operations in response to this challenge. Yet, in some instances, these efforts have been met with resistance from some residents who are reluctant to allow pruning work on their properties. On the international scene, the UN Human Rights Chief on Monday urged voters not to be wary of strongman politicians and personalities that throw glitter in our eyes as more election looms in a busy electoral calendar this year.
The 57th session of the Human Rights Council began on Monday in Geneva and seeks to address global issues like political unrest, regression on women's rights, and freedom of press and expression. Volker Turk, the UN Human Rights Chief, opened the session with a warning to global leaders.
Those politicians
amplified by some media outlets who scapegoat migrants, refugees and minorities, as we have seen, for example, around electoral periods in Austria, France, Germany, Hungary, the United Kingdom and the United States of America, to name a few. They capitalize on anxiety and despair, pitting one group against the other, and they seek to distract and divide. History has shown us that hateful words can trigger hateful actions. Political leadership grounded in human rights and evidence-based debate are the antidote to all of this.
TAC also mentioned discrimination, xenophobia and racism among major issues affecting the global peace and unity.
Racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia and related intolerance continue to plague societies, propped up by entrenched power structures, vested interests, institutional inertia and harmful stereotypes, often rooted in legacies of colonialism and enslavement. Despite some progress, it remains uneven and insufficient. In far too many states across all regions, we see as a result deepening socio-economic inequalities.
The rice chief spoke of a humanitarian crisis amid conflict in Sudan and cited estimates that at least 20,000 people have been killed so far.
And let's not forget we have the latest in sports. Adrian Newey says he has joined Aston Martin to help lead them to the Formula One World Championships. The 65-year-old designer's new contract with the title of managing technical partner was announced on Tuesday at the Formula One base at Silverstone. Newey, regarded as the greatest Formula One designer in history, has also become an Aston Martin shareholder. This ends the latest news update as produced by Triple N. I am your presenter Maxine Entwine, thanking you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive. Color by Seasons. Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color. Color by Seasons. Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with Color by Seasons.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it, and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price. And they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest. Bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen, one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Still thinking of ways to win bigger in NLA games? Well, think no more. The NLA has boosted your chances of winning bigger by adding Multi-X to Daily Pick 3. Yes, folks, now you can add Multi-X, the winnings multiplier, to Daily Pick 3 and Playway for more chances of winning bigger. For a limited time only, the 7X multiplier continues to be added to Multi-X. Picture adding Multi-X to your Daily Pick 3 $10 inline bet for chances to win $38,500 instead of $5,500, and your Playway $10 bet for chances to win $1,680 instead of $240. Increase your winnings by Multi-X times more. Play smart, add Multi-X, and win bigger. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Real FM is pleased to announce that our landline services have been restored. Persons wanting to contact the radio station can do so via 442-0975. For our on-air programs, 442-0175. WhatsApp numbers for the radio station would be 442-0975 and on-air would be 442-0175. For persons wanting to contact the radio station via cell phone, that number would be 406-6188. Real FM thanks you for your patience and understanding. We regrettably inform you that our 91.9 FM frequency is still, however, off air. We are working expeditiously to have this issue resolved.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, boats of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful, my friends. And just as how I said, it's Tuesdays with a difference. Let's see, is he there, Collins? Hello?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you listen to news,
Hello.
right? You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. You stayed. What a lovely person you
And
are.
just like you said, I learned something.
You did?
Yeah.
See, I told you were gonna learn. I told you to stick around. You're gonna learn something. See, good.
I always listen to news, man.
All right,
Always listen
all right.
to news. Your news come with a different touch.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So
Yeah,
so hold on. I was just speaking to the people in the newsroom, and they were telling me that they needed headphones. So understanding that you say the news is so well, it's two of them, two ladies, two pairs of headphones, two pairs, and don't go and buy no cheap headphone for them lady and them. I'll tell them, don't go and buy no cheap. If you go
Barbies. We're gonna get them from Barbies.
from where
From Barbies.
and how they get into Grenada, you're mailing it down. You ain't giving me to carry. Maxine, I'm just talking to Collins here, and I was just telling him that you guys need two pairs of headphones, right? Yeah. So okay, Collins. Maxine says yes. All right. Okay, good. Let me see. There's Carl Caton calling me. Yes, Carl. Okay, Carl. Carl, I'm still on air. I'm talking to Collins right now. So, Carl, I'll call you back as soon as I can, or you can message me because I'm still on here. Yes, Collins, talk to me.
Yeah, Dre, you mentioned about you was driving and you saw bottled water. My question is, was the water out in the elements?
Yeah, it was.
That's a no-no. That's a no-no. You don't store bottled water in the elements because of the plastic. You know, when the water reaches a certain temperature, I mean, I don't know the exact details, but I know it's a no-no. You do not store water in the elements. So, I mean, and you know, home, the temperature, once some bottled water, it closed up, the temperature can get to over 100 degrees in that water, can reach boiling point. So,
Well,
you know, to have that water outside in the elements, that is not safe, you know.
Well,
And
that's how it
they should
was.
put it.
That's how it was on that particular day. It was it Saturday? Was it? It was either Friday or Saturday. I don't remember exactly which day, but I did pass and I did see it. And myself and a gentleman was in the car, and I says, "Wow, they have that water outside there. What are they doing with that water outside there?" I said that to myself, but then again, that's
Yeah.
not. Maybe that was water to throw away.
Well, I hope they
Yeah,
didn't
maybe that
stay
was
there
water
that
to throw
long.
away.
And I
Maybe that
hope,
was water to throw away.
yeah, you just can't keep bottled water in the elements. And Grenada is very hot right now, so to keep water outside like that and then give it to people, that's another set of problem later on the line you could be facing. You know, you just don't keep water in the elements like that, bottled water. I just wanted to raise that point, you know.
But I'm
So
happy.
Nagmo,
I'm
if you're
happy that
listening,
you called so that you know the ladies want their headphones.
you're the man. You're the man. So
Yeah.
Nagma, if you're listening, please don't store the water in the open elements like that. It's not safe. It's
Yeah.
not safe at all. We don't want our people to get sick and stuff like that.
Have you? Did you
So
make?
Dre,
Did you make a contribution towards the needs of the people of Grenada? Well, when I say no,
and
not Grenada,
Carriacou?
no, oh no, St. Patrick's, St. Mark's, St. Andrews, and Carriacou pretty much. Because when I say Grenada, Grenada to me
Yeah,
is down in the south.
you always with this thing, boy.
Yeah, well, yeah,
You know, mm, obviously, I did and still trying to whatever little thing I can do it. You know, because Dre, I've been through a number of hurricanes, and I'm telling you, it's not easy. You know, Jay, I mean, let me give some of, I've seen people that, you know, went to, like, you know, I used to live in the Virgin Islands and I
Mm-hmm.
went through maybe five or probably six hurricanes. And Beryl was a cat five, but we had, I mean, some devastating hurricanes in the Virgin Islands also too. And I've seen people who went to the shelter and came back home and just take one look at their house and passed away. You know, so I mean, and conquesting. I've seen people die, you know, see bodies out by the side of the beach and stuff like that. And you know, number of things I saw. So the as you mentioned that, I want to say, um, you know, people sometimes goes into shell shock, and I do not want us to be judgmental of people because I'm hearing the remarks, oh, they're not doing anything for themselves and stuff like that. Just picture it as an accident or a death, and people are shocked. and everybody react in different ways. So for those of us who are not psychologists, let's withhold the judgment of people, because it's a very trying time, and then somebody's going through all these problems, and then to hear from you, oh, you're not helping yourself, and sometimes that person is so psychologically entangled and disenchanted, and then it's like you're doing more damage to them.
Yeah.
And when I listen to some of the things that going on with the people, it's very, very sad. Because what they went through, if psychologists will tell us, that it's not easy. It's not easy, and then sometimes we are quick to judge them and stuff like that. My thing is, let's help them as much as we can, and because it's just about a month plus. It takes a lot to really recover from things like that. So we gotta really, whatever we can do, do it, and let's not be judgmental of the people.
Sure.
As you talk about that, I wanted to say that.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. Haven't heard you for a long time. How's your son? 473 to be exact. How's he?
He is fine, He is down in Ohio now. He's back in school again in Ohio, and he's doing all right. He's studying biochem, so he's down there doing his thing.
What is he doing?
Stuff
Biochem?
like that. Yeah, biochem. Yeah, he's studying biochem.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, he's trying to get his PhD in that issue there.
By the time he finishes,
He's doing his thing there.
by the time he finishes, he will know how to make something to slow you down.
Maybe.
To slow you down, bro. Slow you down.
Oh God.
Okay, I want you. We're not gonna name names because I'm not gonna give you the name, but I can tell you something that's a hallmark in Grenada today. And I'm telling you for the first time, and you have to promise you can't tell anybody. You alone are telling right now. You ready?
Yeah.
There's a lady who's celebrating 99 years today. You heard that?
Wow.
You're shocked, eh? You're shocked.
Yeah,
99.
That's a lot.
Like 2 upside down 6, 2 upside down 6, 99. Right, that's what it is. 2 upside down 6. Yeah.
Wow.
Lady
Happy
celebrating.
birthday to that lady, man.
Yeah, 99 years today. I wouldn't tell you who it is, but she's celebrating. So I want you to sing happy birthday to the lady.
Of course.
So go ahead.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to you. May your friends and family enjoy with you. May your friends and family enjoy with you. May they all come bringing blessings. Happy birthday, dear mommy.
Right.
Dre, let me just say one thing quick.
Yeah.
When our senior citizens reach those age, I have a strong love for them, because you visited my grandma. 102.
Yeah, 102.
So Dre, they're full of wisdom, man. They are full of wisdom. There's so much things they can teach us if only we would pay attention and listen to them. So once again, let me say happy birthday to the person. Happy birthday to them.
Right. I'm sure they enjoyed your singing. I tried. Because I believe that one of the children is at home and maybe listening at this particular point in time. So they would have maybe turned up the volume so that the lady could enjoy your singing. Imagine, all from the US, you singing. Collins, leave me alone, please. Let me do my program, okay? Goodbye.
All right, Jay, take
Goodbye.
care.
Take care yourself. One love. Good. Right.
All right, bye.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, Andre. Get it together now, boy. Yeah. Real FM Grenada. Yeah. 4420175. Yes, the calls. Oh, I did have a message from Senator Cox. Let me get it. So, all right. And he says, hey, the network just came back up, and that was at 9:15. Maybe we can continue another day. We definitely will continue another day, Senator Cox. We will. I will have to do so and check, and then I'll let you know the next day we will continue. So we haven't finished with Senator Cox as yet. Again, good morning to you, Senator Cox, and thanks for being a part of the program and making the program what it was this morning. Let us. I got something here from that's on social media. It's written by my good friend Linda Straker. Good morning, Strakes. How you doing, girl? Yeah. On the same day, Grenada, through the Ministry of Finance, met with the international bondholders in a virtual meeting to discuss the impact of Hurricane Beryl and explain why the island needs to trigger the hurricane clause in the international agreement, causing deferral payments of the 2030 bonds. Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall signed the order triggering the suspension clause of the Fiscal Resilience Act. So as of September 06, Grenada does not have to. Who that person that calling there? That's my personal. I can't take any personal calls right now. So as of September 6, Grenada does not have to comply with the requirements for the public debt target and primary balance rule during the fiscal year of 2024. And Grenada has triggered the hurricane clause to make a deferral payment on the arrangements whose payments dates were falling on November 12th, 2024 and May 12th, 2025. I remember just when the hurricane, oh yeah, you can call me still, friends, if you want to, But I remember just when the hurricane passed and I said, hey, I don't think that there was any need for island to country to close down. Well, the country didn't really close down, but country to close down and deferral of payments and things. I'm no mathematician and I'm no economist, but I'm just saying that the port was still open, both ports, airport and seaport, wasn't disturbed. So trade continued as per usual. Yes, agriculture sector hit, but guess what? Agriculture sector hit, and it's only now we're realizing. Yeah, it's only now the government is realizing that, hey, agriculture is so very important. They have not bothered with agriculture for months. We have not heard anything. And I mean, we're still not hearing anything as it relates to agriculture. So I just simply say this. I don't see why that clause was triggered. Honestly, I don't think that it was necessary. But that's the government. They're in charge. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, he calls the shots on these things. On everything he calls the shot. Every single thing he calls the shot. The Calypsonians used to sing, well, everything government opening, this person has to open it, this person and this person and this person. Everything government has to do or say, that person saying it. Meaning, that person meaning Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell. He does not miss an opportunity to be there. And I can tell you what he's trying to do. Let me tell you what he's trying to do. He's trying to become a household name. He's trying to become a household name. Dr. Keith Mitchell is a household name in Grenada. But he did not become a household name overnight. And he did not become a household name by not doing anything. Rural electrification, water, roads throughout, Deepwater Harbor, bus terminus, scholarships galore, What again? I can go on and list things. Yeah, we can go on and list things. Now, when you have all these things accredited to you and your government, God damn it, you're going to be a household name. But when you do nothing except pose for picture, this person doing that, you're there posing for picture. That person doing that, you're there posing for picture. You put a new minister for sport in place, but the person who is there to say goodbye to the chess team who's going off to what? Bulgaria? You front and center, and the minister quite in the end. Check the picture, not me that do it. Check the picture. Check the picture from the airport. The prime minister is front and center. Never play lime in his life. Never play gospel in his life. But he front and center. Well, I'm not saying that the minister for sport play anything except play the You understand? So none of them, anyway, who want to take front and center? Prime Minister, take front and center, because you and she have a dozen and six same thing, and then they go say, I interfere with her again. No, I'm not interfering with her. I'm not interfering with her. I'm just saying that the Prime Minister is trying to steal everybody's spotlight because he wants to become a household name. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, that's not how it's done. Check Keith Mitchell. He'll give you some advice as to how to become a household name here in beautiful Grenada. Yes, Prime Minister, you need to find out from Keith Mitchell how to become a household name here in Grenada. Can't do it just like that. Don't even try that kind of stupidness. This is Real FM Radio. Yeah. Let me see. To all those who we did get up to about 104 in terms of people liking the program this morning. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. It's indeed a joy. 4420175. You want to get a bit in? You can still call in. Tuesdays with a difference. Normally with Tuesdays with a difference, we're looking to do. I'm just putting it together, right? So Tuesdays with a difference, we're going to be doing two persons. So you're having two different interviews in the morning, right? One that would run from 7:45, and that would run until 8:45 thereabouts, right? And then we'd have another one that would run from 9:05 until 9:55. So we'll be having two different discussions on Tuesdays with a difference from here on in. We are going to try to, next Tuesday morning, we are going to do Senator Cox. Once he's available, we're going to do him from 7:45 until 8:45, making up for that time that we lost today. And then on also next Tuesday, we're looking to find someone else to speak to from 9:05 until 9:55. Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, top of the morning. What are you loving? I'm loving that. Blessings. What are you loving? I don't even know what you're loving, but I hope I'm able to continue to produce what you're loving. Florence Cyrus, good morning to you. How's your Suze this morning? Florence, I haven't heard your voice for a while, and I suggest that you give us a call. I haven't heard your voice for a while, so I suggest that you give us. You have the time to give us a call. You You. If you could message, you could call. Yeah, WhatsApp call or whatever. It's not going to cost you a dime if you WhatsApp call us. Give us a call and let's hear your voice. I haven't heard your voice for some time now. 442-0175. Those are the digits that you can dial. So don't you forget, friends, next Tuesday morning, God's will, we'll be having Senator Cox, once he's okay with the time, from 7:45 to 8:45. And then we'll be having another guest from 9:05 until 9:55. Tuesdays with a difference. Don't forget to join us for that next Tuesday right here on Real 91.5 and www.therealfmgrenada.com.
In your search for happiness.
Any other person celebrating birthday this good-looking Tuesday, the 10th day of the 9th month? Happy birthday to you.
Before you realize it's only a disguise.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen here. Gonna shut it down just about now. And I take this opportunity to thank every single one of you who've been a part of the program for this morning, in whichever way. You listened, I thank you for listening. You commented, I thank you for your comments. You give us a like on the YouTube channel, thanks for that also. Now, understand this. Without you, there's no Real FM. Without you, there is no Real FM. I can come here every day and blah, 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 and no one is listening. That means there's no Real FM. We're not going to make any sense. This institution will be celebrating 20 years come November. We were hoping to do something big for the 20th anniversary. However, we had to, because of certain developments and certain rearranges and persons leaving, that's how straight I am, and persons leaving, so on, and having to add other persons and the timelines and so on, we realized that it was not going to work because we did not have enough time so as to have the type of celebration that we wanted to have. So here's what. Our celebration is going to be next year, our 21st year. Next year, God's willing, our 21st year, we're going to be having a celebration that is beyond this world. We're going to be having that kind of a celebration for Real FM. We will let you know what it is. We will want as many people as possible to take part and to be a part of what you have created, because you're the ones who created it. If you did not support for the past years, it would have been nothing. So I thank you. Call, I'm coming to you. I thank you for all the support that you've given. To those of you who chose to withdraw your support, for whatever reason, there's only one thing I can ask, that you reconsider. That you reconsider, because the mileage that you get here, you get it nowhere else. So again, thank you so very much to all those who continue to listen and interact with us here at Real FM. 20 years we celebrate come the 21st of November. Next year, God's willing, we celebrate in 21 years. And it's going to be something that you will definitely be proud of. Good morning.
Good morning, and how are you?
Florence Cyrus. How are you doing?
I'm okay so far.
Haven't heard your voice in a long time.
I heard you.
I know you're hearing me, but I ain't hearing you. How is the gentleman?
He's He's okay, doing fine.
Please give him my regards.
I sure will.
And the girl.
Oh gosh, she's good.
The girl don't call him now.
I won't tell her. I'm
What?
gonna pass the message on.
I find I would drop the girl, you know. I find the girl don't call him. You can't
But
think
you
that.
could give her a call too. I'm sure you don't remember.
No, I don't know number. Lose it.
Ah, bueno. Today is my mom's birthday too, and just want to say happy birthday to her.
Today's your mom's birthday.
Sure.
How much is he celebrating today?
She's somewhere in the 90s.
Wow. Yeah, well, we have this other lady in St. Patrick here who is celebrating 99. Now, that's big. 99 is big.
Yeah.
All right. So, you good, though?
Yeah, okay. So
Wonderful,
far.
wonderful.
That's
How is with Seuss? How's with Seuss?
Bright and sunny.
Did you guys get severe damage from the hurricane up in Mrs.?
Yeah, we got the land,
The lands.
nutmeg and cocoa and provision, all that trees.
Okay.
They get damaged, flattened. So we're just trying to replant again.
Okay.
Yeah, my husband gonna plant some nutmeg.
Oh, you got plants and nutmegs. All right. Well, take care of yourself.
You too, have a blessed day.
You too, my darling. Take care. Bye-bye.
And bye-bye.
All right, great. Florence Cyrus. And Jack is saying good morning. Jack Cradle. And Sheldon. What's Sheldon? No, not Scott. Sylvester. Have a great day, everyone. Great program. Yeah, Sheldon, I enjoyed the program this morning. I think it was a good one. And to every single one of you, hey, remember, without you, there's no real FM. Without you, there's no real FM. We appreciate your support, and we ask you to continue supporting Real FM. Only by your support can we continue with this. And Real FM is not about Andre. No, it's not about Andre. It's a collective effort, especially by the people of St. Patrick. This is the flagship of St. Patrick. This is the voice of St. Patrick. And what we do outside of that is that we include the people in the rural areas, the people in Carriacou, the people in Petit-Martinique. We are their voice. We speak for them. We speak for the people of St. Mark, the people of St. Andrew. We speak for them too. And if the people from St. David want us to speak for them, yes, we do speak for them. Joanne, good morning to you. If you want us to speak for you, we speak for you. Do you understand that? If the people of Gore want us to speak, but all other radio stations, look at it this way. We have Top FM, yeah, that's in St. Andrew. Labby One, that's in St. Andrew. I don't know if they speak for you. I don't know if they speak for the people of St. Patrick, people of St. Andrew, but I know that Real FM has been speaking for all, the entire rural community. The entire rural community, we continue to speak for them. We know for a fact that you have been and continue to be marginalized by this administration. But we speak for you. We speak and we say that the people in John, the people in Snell Hall who got damaged, the people right here in Cites, in the tongue, that received damage. We want you, the government, to look into these people's plight. Don't send them in the bank and tell them go and take a loan. But they ain't money. They ain't working. You have a woman together with her husband in a house, damaged house, and they're both past 65. They barely have enough to do so and buy food on a daily basis, and you tell them go in bank and take loan to fix roof. But you must be crazy. Aren't you thinking? Aren't you paying attention to what's going on? These are the people that need your help. But no, you ain't bothering. Prime Minister, you studying to do so and pause. Every opportunity you get to pause, you pause in. Prime Minister, it's not about you, it's about the country. It is about the country. You don't need to be posing at every opportunity. And listen, Prime Minister, those who do so and, how do I say it, bring news for you, you must tell them stop. One day they're going to bring you news on their own self. That's why I'm telling you to tell them to stop. Because one day when they have nothing to tell you, they're going to start telling you about themselves and the wickedness that they continue to do. So tell them stop bringing news for you. Because one day they're going to bring a piece of news for you that is about you, you know. Watch. Prime Minister, let me tell you a little secret. I had a friend. Hold on there, caller. Hold on there. Let me just call her. Hold on there. I'm coming to you. Prime Minister, I had a friend who was a very good friend of mine. And that friend, one day, Prime Minister, called me. And that friend told me, Prime Minister, that the person, you weren't nowhere wrong. Yeah, you weren't nowhere wrong. I didn't even know about you yet. But the person said to me, the person who will be the next leader of the National Democratic Congress, will be somebody who has a different sexual preference to mine. Straight up, I'm telling you that. Who tell me that? A friend of mine. Well, that person was a friend. They no longer like me. One of these days, Prime Minister, when you do so and your security see me and I'm close to you, ask your security to frisk me, make sure I have no weapons or anything, and then call me closer to you and ask me, and I will whisper to you, what is the person's name who told me about your sexual preference? What they believe was your sexual preference. And then I want them to say, I lie.
Where you walk? What you say?
We got call. Yeah, we have a caller. Morning.
Brother Andrew, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I just give food for thought.
Listening to all what you're saying, but the various places that get touched from the hurricanes, what I want to find out is, where are the representatives? Where are the representatives? Everything is, I understand, is straight headed to the Prime Minister, but where are the representatives? Are what they're seeking for their constituency? This is something I want to understand. Where the representatives, the people had put them there to seek their interests. But they're not saying anything to the people.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. So I don't know how this thing is really handling. I think that the representatives should ask for, or should make sure that they get assistance for their constituency. You don't think so too?
I ain't thinking today. Today not a day to think. I just do it and accept things. I ain't thinking today. At all. Today is not a day to think.
Oh God, well maybe it's me that thinking today.
Yeah, you're thinking too much. You're thinking too much.
Well, anyway, how are you otherwise?
I'm good. I'm good for the time.
Yeah. In the meantime, I want to send out greetings to my friend Joy James Mancini.
Oh, Joy Mancini, yeah.
If she listening, I guess as much you know we coming from.
Yeah, she's listening, man.
Jay is coming from Festus.
All right, Fessy. Thanks for calling, man. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All
okay,
right,
take
good,
care, brother.
wonderful, yeah.
Nice.
All right. And also, before I wrap it up this morning, one day when you see me and I'm close to you, Miss Gloria Thomas, when you see me, ask them to search me to make sure I have no bombs, no guns, whatever, and then call me close to you. and ask me what I was told about you. And I was told those things about you on a night when there was a meeting in Carlton Junction. Ask me. Listen, I ain't making no TV and no thing. I ain't going and make noise on no YouTube and whatever. Miss Thomas, Gloria Thomas, Miss Gloria Thomas, good morning to you, Minister. Ask me. Anytime I come close to you, ask me what I was told about you the night when there was a meeting in Carlton Junction. Matterson, good morning to you. How you doing, Matterson?
Hey, Mr. Donald, I want to say good morning to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm recovering from yesterday, the heavy downpour yesterday.
Yeah, I know that was
Mr.
tough.
Donald? Yes, I catch nearly 3/4 of a barrel water upstairs. And down the stairs, all old clothes I have to throw it at the bottom of the step to catch the water. But thank God, I got one room where we're sleeping, and that room, it doesn't wait. The other room, because the water is seeping downstairs and it does wet the bed, that's the other room. But the room we're sleeping in, that is safe. You know, but as I said, the government don't love his people. If you're a leader, you're supposed to love your nation people. These are the people. Without the people, you can't have nothing. You can't be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Who is there to talk for you? Who is there to vote for you without the people? It just, with the yoke we have on our shoulder, it just make it unbearable for us. It make it unbearable, not only for me, for everybody else. As you talk about the loan, you don't give you no leadway to say, let me encourage that person to come and give a loan. Let me send someone. You know, they fix all the pole around here. Maybe they haven't come to me yet. And we got three poles, and it fall down to the ground. And nobody, no official person from the time Hurricane Beryl came down to Carico, for the time Hurricane Beryl come, no official person come. The only official person that come is Mr. Cox, and he brought water for us. Can you imagine? If I was an elderly, really elderly person in my 80-something, 90, we would have died here because the road was blocked, and it's my daughter would take cutlass, she and a friend, to chop the trees for we to get access to go. And then thank God, a cousin came, Jeff sent a word. He sent our daughter to meet the cousin to say, come and help us clear the road. Nobody come. Unlike when Ivan was there. When Ivan was there, you seen police officers. Everybody, wherever they come from, they come in and they finding them places that block and make it accessible to people and vehicle and checking on your home. People come in and say, are you all right? No, people don't come. The government, I don't know, it's just something in the air. They're not helping people. They're not interested. The only time I recognize things like that is when I'm watching the television or watching different country, like Haiti, all them places and them. People don't care about people. I'm telling you, if it wasn't the other organization, like the Samaritan Post, that the people giving us food, I don't know what would have happened to us here. The government wouldn't bother about us. I cannot say that to Kit Mitchell. Kit Mitchell was on the ball. He was on the ball. We have people in place. Them executive members, they was calling. And then those who willing and strong enough, they joined them to help the people. So we was able to send stuff down for the people in Grenada. No, we don't know. The people in Grenada, they'll come with a suitcase and they fill up the suitcase with food. That's what they're doing, right? They say they're coming to help volunteer workers, but the volunteer workers got paid. And as I tell one of the reporter, when I call on the radio, the host, I told him that I went down to Harveyville and this young man was there. He had on a white t-shirt. And I was talking to him because the sun was so hot. And I said to him, what happened? All this work here, you're not working? He said, Tanti, how can I work? They don't give me work. I said, what do you mean they're not giving you work? Go and ask them. He said, no. They asked me, I went to ask already, and they tell me that if I'm a volunteer, you could get work for volunteering. He said, why should I volunteer to do work and not get paid? And everybody here getting paid. It's all of them here getting paid. They come from Grenada and they get paid. So they're not doing nothing right for Carrico people. So Carrico people is suffering. So I tell you, it's like a yoke is on our shoulder. Instead of I say to release the yoke on our shoulder, they go beat us more with scorpion tail. I'm telling you. So we have to try for ourselves. And the thieving that going on in Carriacou, that must stop. They're thieving people material. That is stop. That's why they kill my puppy. They kill my puppy and giving me puppy poison. The puppy is only 5 months old, and the puppy was back sleeping. And when we were sleeping, we didn't realize when we get to the morning, the puppy sick, and the puppy died yesterday. Saying they're taking people material. That is wrong. Things are bad as it is already. If you invite me to come down to Grenada, I can't come if I have material here. I have to stay and watch it because they come in and take it.
Yeah.
They took the man on, this white man material. Bright daylight, they took it. He just put it down and he go up to visit his friend. When he come back, the material gone.
Oh,
That
no.
is not right.
Oh, no.
No, it's horrible. The lady said she had some material, and the reason why they come in my house, there's a house behind our house, and the material came 2 days ago. So they came to us thinking that we send the person, thinking that the material come to us. And that's the reason why they came. They came now, and the dog was backing, so they poisoned the dog. So they come prepared. You come prepared. If you didn't come prepared with poison, so whatever come in your way, you'll poison them. So these are wicked people. So the poverty they're enduring, these people living in poverty because they have no roof. You once had roof, you had bathroom, toilet, you do this thing all by yourself. But when everything is blown away at a twinkle of your eyes, they live in poverty. So you become impoverished.
Yep.
So
All
the
right,
government's
love.
making us impoverished.
Yeah, we have to
Have a
run.
nice day.
Take care
God
yourself,
bless
man. Okay, great. It's
you.
real. It's
You
91.
take care too. Bye-bye.
Yes, great. It's 91.5. 91.9. That's down. Again, friends. Yeah, Miss Thomas. Miss Gloria Thomas. When you see me, ask me what I was told that night. Ask me when you see me. Prime Minister, ask me when you see me what I was told about you. Didn't know you. Not that I know you now anyway, but didn't know you. Just ask me. Just as how the people sharing all kind of information with you, Prime Minister. You know, about Lacret and everybody else. I will share information too. Ask me. And you know I ain't lying. I will just tell you the truth. You may not like it, and the people who are telling you about may not like it too. Anyway, peace, love, happiness, and joy. That's what I give you today. And always. I say to you, my friends, I catch you again. That will be on Thursday morning. Tomorrow morning, Carl Caton, the Igwe. They'll be on with Political Wednesdays. Thank you, Sheldon. At Sheldon Sylvester. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Hey, peace. I'm out of here. News that comes up at the top of the hour in just about 2.5 minutes. Oh, happy birthday once again. You're 99 today.
That is how it is today. So as you go along your way, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Where you go when you're walking. You got to be careful. What you say when you're talking.